It's cold as hell right now. It's 22, feeling like 12. For me, that is cold, and I don't care. Anything under like 50, I'm already bundling up. But I'm not in. I'm in my dozer, but the thing is that it's not on. The reason why is I know you can't really see it, but there's that belt. I believe it's a serpentine belt that would go around the like water pump and uh AC compressor, alternator, stuff like that. I'm guessing that's how it is with the dozer, because when the mechanic came over here, pretty much what happened is the temperature gauge right here. It only go up to usually there halfway, but it started going all the way up, and there was a red light right here blinking. So I turned it off, parked it right here. It would be better if I had the dozer turned around because the sun would be beating on me, but it is what it is. Pretty much, he finally came over here, found the belt broken, and that's why I wasn't getting any heat or AC that day that it broke down. And then I guess there were some leaks because the radiator is behind me. The engine stuff is right here in front, but behind me is where the fan is, the radiator, stuff like that. So now he has to fix the leaks, and I don't know how long that's gonna take, because he actually has to lift up the actual cab to get to wherever he needs to get to. So yep. And then I'm not looking forward to later this week, because we're supposed to get at least a good 2 foot of snow. And I hate snow. I don't like the cold. I don't know how anybody does it, like in Alaska or any of the northern states like Montana. Yeah, it's beautiful to visit, but not to live. I couldn't deal with it. I can't deal with the cold. I would rather live in Florida. I don't care what anybody says. That's where I want to live, and that's where I am gonna eventually live. My coworker, you know, he doesn't really work with me, but he's, I work with him here and there. But he even said the other day, well, "Why don't you guys move to Florida?" I was like, I mean, we thought about it, but because we do got family down there, especially her. But, and I mean, it's my family too, but still. But we'll see. I mean, I want to get my experience up with this dozer before I even go anywhere, because I don't want to not have the experience and then all of a sudden I'm just kind of, I go to another company and then they just look at it like, nah, you're not going to run the dozer. You're going to get back on a truck or something, So, I'm going to have my experience on here, and then, so I've only been on it for a little over a year. Haven't done a whole bunch in that whole year though, because like half that time I was over at over the job. We didn't really do anything. I mean, I made my own little stockpile and learned how to like pretty much match it into the existing stockpile. But other than that, I mean, I didn't learn much there. I mean, I used the GPS like twice. And I really wasn't doing any of the fill. It was the other guy that was there. So, like I said, didn't really have much experience of doing anything there. I learned how to, I already knew how to track in things. So, that's just a given. That's not hard to do. You just take your tracks and you track in the slope by going up the slope, back down, and then you just kind of like do what a roller would do. You just cover the old tracks and just go to the left and finish the slope off. But yep, that's just something I really want to do though, is get my experience, and then eventually I would love to move down to Florida, because I cannot stand this cold weather anymore. Get a piece of land, get an RV, eventually build on that piece of land, my own home and all that stuff. But Yep. Now I just gotta wait till my dozer's fixed. And that's what I'm gonna be doing. And then I gotta deal with snow. And next week, I don't know if we will be working. Because, I don't know, it's weird because, how can I put this? Usually the snow hits on a weekday. That's in my experience. Snow's only hit on the weekday, so then we would get like the next like day or two off. And it's not gonna melt because it's gonna be below freezing. So, this is happening between Saturday and Sunday of this week, so I'm just like, dang. So I'm most likely, we'll probably miss a day or two, but I don't know how many more after that because I never actually had it snow on the weekend, and then it'd still be around on the weekdays, so I'll keep you updated on that, because I really can't say.